Hello and welcome to Saras's classes. Today we are going to solve some questions from reasoning ability. As we know that reasoning is one of the most important portion in any competitive examination. And it is the most hardest one also as it contains the most conceptual complexity in it. And to score high in this section, the only way is rigorous practicing. Okay, now let's try questions. In the following questions, the symbols at the rate, dollar, hashtag, copyright and percentage are used with the following meaning as illustrated below. P percentage P dollar Q means P is not smaller than Q. P copyright Q means P is neither greater than nor equal to Q. P hashtag Q means P is neither smaller than nor equal to Q. P percentage Q means P is not greater than Q. P at the rate Q means P is neither greater than nor smaller than Q. Now, in each of the following questions, assuming the given statements to be true, find which of the four conclusions 1, 2, 3, and 4 given below them is or are definitely true and given your answer accordingly. Statements, we are given some statements and correspondingly some conclusions, and we need to find whether the conclusions are true or not based on the statements. So let's start with the first one. Statements. The first statement is m at the rate b. M at the rate b, this implies that m is equals to b. The second one is b hashtag n. This implies b is strictly greater than n. N dollar r, this implies n is greater than equals to r. R copyright k, this implies r is strictly less than k. And combining all these statements or relations, we can say that m is equals to b greater than n greater than equals to r less than k. Now let's check the conclusions. Conclusion number 1, which is k hashtag b. This implies k is strictly greater than b. Now let's check the next one, r copyright b. This implies r is strictly less than b. 3 m dollar r. This implies m is greater than equals to r. Lastly, n copyright m. This implies that n is strictly less than m. Now, from the relation 1, we can conclude that the first conclusion is false. The second conclusion is true. The third conclusion is also false. And the last one is true. Hence, 2 and 4 are true. Therefore, the third option is the correct one. Now let's check the next one. The statements are if hashtag h at the rate m, m copyright e dollar j. If hashtag h, this implies that f is strictly greater than h. The next one implies that h is equals to m. The third one implies that m is less than e. The fourth one implies that e is greater than equals to j. Now combining all these statements, we can say that f is strictly greater than h equals to m less than e greater than equals to j. Now let's see the conclusions. Conclusion 1 is j copyright m, which implies j is strictly less than m. The second one is e hashtag h, this implies e is strictly greater than h. The third one is m copyright f, this implies that m is strictly less than f. And lastly f hashtag e, which implies f is strictly greater than e. Now the first conclusion is false. We can say this from relation 1. The second conclusion is true. The third one is also true. And the last one is false. Okay, therefore second and third are true, therefore the second option is correct. Now let's see the last one. Here the statements are d percentage a at the rate b, b copyright k, k percentage m. Now d percentage a means d is less than equals to a at the rate b means a is equals to b copyright k means b is strictly less than k, k percentage m means k is less than equals to m. Now combining all these statements, we can conclude that d is less than equals to a, equals to b, less than k, less than equals to m. Now let's see the conclusions. The first conclusion is b percentage d, and this implies b is strictly greater than d. The second one is k hashtag a, this implies k is strictly greater than a. The third one is m hashtag b, this implies m is greater than b. And the last one is a copyright bm, this implies a is strictly less than m. Now the first conclusion is true, we can say from the inequality 1, and the second conclusion is also true, the third one is also true, and so as the last one. Therefore all are true. Then option 5 is the correct answer. So we have solved 3 of the questions based on the statements, and that's all for today. If you want to know more about reasoning ability, then you can join our classes. So feel free to contact us in these two numbers, 9836793076, 9874822756, or you just can check our website also for further details. Thank you very much.